10 minutes ago, a single gesture. A gift trapped not in luxury, but in memory. Jung Il Woo's wedding present to Dara has just been revealed. And it's left everyone in tears. What could be so powerful, so personal, that it moved an entire room to silence? Welcome to Red Carpet Revealed, where today, we uncover the story behind the gift that touched hearts across the nation. Let's dive in, right now. 10 minutes ago, Jung Il Woo's wedding gift to Dara made everyone cry. It only took 10 minutes. 10 minutes to unwrap a gift that would leave an entire room of celebrities, family members, and fans around the world emotionally shaken. 10 minutes that proved once again that the most powerful gestures aren't always the loudest, but the most sincere. 10 minutes ago, Jung Il Woo gave a wedding gift to Dara Park, Dara, that brought tears to her eyes, and soon, to everyone else's. The setting was elegant, understated, and full of anticipation. This wasn't Jung Il Woo's wedding, nor was it Dara's. The event, a star-studded private wedding celebration for a close mutual friend in the entertainment industry, served as a backdrop for what would become one of the most touching celebrity moments of the year. Among the glitz and glamour, surrounded by flowers, string lights, and designer suits, no one expected that the most unforgettable moment would come from a single, quiet exchange. As guests mingled and laughter filled the air, the host called for a brief pause in the evening's flow. The segment was dedicated to personal gifts from close friends, a curated moment to express gratitude, love, and history. That's when Jung Il Woo stepped forward, carrying a small, beautifully wrapped box. The lights dimmed slightly. A hush fell over the crowd. Dara, looking stunning in a soft pastel dress, smiled politely as the box was handed to her. At first glance, it seemed elegant, but ordinary. She opened it slowly, her fingers carefully untying the satin ribbon. As the lid came off, what lay inside was not a diamond necklace or luxury perfume. It was a carefully arranged collection of personal tokens. A hand-bound journal, a worn concert ticket, a faded photograph, a pair of earbuds, and a letter. The room was silent. As Dara read the letter, a smile slowly shifted. Her fingers trembled. Then, her eyes welled up. One by one, the tears began to fall. Jung Il Woo stood quietly beside her, saying nothing. He didn't need to. Through the help of sources close to both stars, the story behind the gift emerged. The journal was one Dara had once forgotten backstage after a 21 concert in 2010, a journal filled with her lyrics, doodles, and personal notes about life in the spotlight. Jung had kept it all these years, waiting for the right time to return it. The concert ticket? Their first shared fan meeting in Japan, where they weren't even close friends yet. Photo? A candid snapshot of them taken by a fan, both laughing, unaware they were being captured. Earbuds? A model Dara had once mentioned she loved but lost on tour. Jung had found and kept a matching pair. And the letter? A heartfelt message from Jung, thanking her for being a light during his darkest times and apologizing for the words he never said aloud. It wasn't about romance. It was about respect, admiration, kind of platonic love that transcends labels. Dara, ever the professional, managed to regain her composure, smiled through her tears, and embraced Jung Il Woo. Cameras were respectfully distant, but a few snaps caught the hug, her red eyes. The way Jung whispered something only she could hear. Within minutes, social media exploded. Hashtags like #JungIlWooGift, #DaraCried, and #WeddingMoment of the Year began trending worldwide. Fans from Korea to the Philippines, from New York to Paris, were united in collective awe. Fan art appeared. Edited videos splicing past interactions between the two flooded YouTube and TikTok. Some even called for a documentary. This moment wasn't about drama. It wasn't about shipping or speculation. It was about the weight of memory, the quiet power of thoughtfulness, and how one man chose to remind a friend of her worth, on a night that wasn't even about him. To truly appreciate the impact of this gift, we must understand the context. Dara's journey in the entertainment industry has not been without pain. From her early days as a teen star in the Philippines, to the meteoric rise of 2NE1, the painful silence after the group disbanded, Dara has always been the resilient one. The smiling one. The unbreakable one. But behind that smile was a woman who had weathered intense scrutiny, loneliness, and doubt. Jung Il Woo knew that. Two had met in passing in the early 2000s but became close during a variety show they both guested on in 2009. What began as casual camaraderie soon grew into a deep, trusting friendship. They were never the loud kind of friends, but the kind who texted after long days, who remembered each other's favorite coffee orders, and who showed up without needing to be asked. Over the years, they maintained their connection privately, occasionally spotted at the same events or supporting each other quietly online. No tabloids. No headlines. Just two people navigating fame, growing up, and holding space for one another. Il Woo, known for his roles in 49 Days, Moon Embracing the Sun, and Cinderella and the Four Knights, has always been deeply introspective. After near-death experience in a car accident and a health scare involving a brain aneurysm, he has spoken often about how he cherishes life, friendship, and authenticity. His gift to Dara reflected that philosophy perfectly. Why did this moment resonate so deeply? Not just with Dara, but with everyone who witnessed it. The impact of Jung Il Woo's gift to Dara was not just emotional, it was cultural. In a world increasingly dominated by viral stunts and flashy content, the simplicity and sincerity of his gesture offered something rare, genuine humanity. It reminded people that even amid the spectacle of celebrity life, real feelings, history, emotional intimacy still exist, and matter. Dara herself took to social media the next day, posting a simple photo of the open gift box and a caption that read, "Some gifts speak louder than any speech. Thank you for remembering me when I forgot myself." The post received over 1 million likes in less than 24 hours. Celebrities chimed in, too. CL, her former bandmate, commented with a row of crying emojis and the words, "You two know the full story. So proud." Park Bom and Minzy reshared the post with their own notes of support. He wrote, "This made me cry. We all need a friend like him." Even veteran actors like Kim Hee-suk and Cha Tae-hyun mentioned the moment in interviews later that week. Il Woo has always had a gentle soul, Kim said. He doesn't show off, but when he moves, it's always meaningful. Entertainment news shows covered the moment with reverence, replaying Dara's teary eyes in slow motion and interviewing body language experts who praised the sincerity of the interaction. One analyst said, "Her reaction wasn't just surprise, it was relief. This gift gave her permission to feel seen." And seen she was. Fans began sharing their own stories of unexpected gifts that helped them heal. Letters from old friends, favorite songs recent years later, photographs found in boxes they thought they'd lost. And Jung Il Woo had, without meaning to, added a wave of memory sharing and emotional storytelling online. This emotional cascade also forced a conversation about the nature of friendship in the public eye. Too often, platonic bonds between male and female celebrities are misinterpreted or sexualized. Jung Il Woo and Dara broke that mold. Our moment wasn't romantic, it was bigger. It was layered with time, silence, with growth, and with a shared understanding that didn't require words. Entertainment industry took note. Agencies began encouraging artists to embrace their connections more openly. Variety shows pitched ideas around celebrating meaningful relationships. One producer from a major network reportedly approached Jung and Dara about co-hosting a special titled The Gift, Stories That Changed Us. Neither has confirmed the project, but fans are already buzzing. As the days passed, fans began rewatching old clips of the two together. A particular behind-the-scenes cut from 2012 resurfaced, where Jung is seen quietly placing a jacket around Dara's shoulders while she naps between takes. At the time, no one paid much attention. Now, feels like foreshadowing. But perhaps the most beautiful outcome of all is the shift in how people talk about Dara. No longer just a girl from 2NE1. The idol who stayed quiet, she is being reframed as the one who inspired 1,000 tears, the friend who mattered, the muse of sincerity. In one fan-made documentary uploaded to YouTube titled The 10-Minute Gift, viewers describe what the moment meant to them. A nurse in Canada shared, "I've struggled with feeling forgotten in my own life. That moment gave me hope." A student in Thailand said, "I want to be the kind of friend Il Woo is. Thoughtful, constant, honest." At a time when connection often feels fleeting, when social media encourages performance over presence, Jung Il Woo reminded the world what it means to truly show up. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't loud. It wasn't meant to go viral. But it did, because it was real. As we close this emotional journey, truth lingers. Sometimes, the most unforgettable moments in life aren't the ones planned for headlines, they're the ones rooted in history, intention, and love. Dara may have unwrapped a box that night, but the world unwrapped something even more powerful, a story of friendship that made everyone cry, and smile. And all it took was 10